Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another Total War Attila Age of Charlemagne tournament match replay cast for you. This is Cup of Nations, again the Age of Charlemagne section because there's a Vanilla Attila one as well. Playing as Mercia, and my opponent playing as Charlemagne, it is Lita Sogek. So yeah, from Lita clan. Anyway, time to go over my composition. I have Rebel Companion General with Brace. I have 2 third spearmen on each flank, 1 javelin, 1 third javelin on each flank, 2 third axes on the left, 1 third axe on the right. Center consists of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 thanes, and then a royal thane on center right and 1 on center left. Of course, I also have 4 horsemen, the usual stuff. Now, for Charlemagne build, we see Guardsman General with charge, fast charge that is. We see also 2 Frankish cav with 1 Skola cav on each flank. Looks like supported by 2 armored spearmen, again on each flank. Up front, we have a mix of archers and levy archers. Looks like 2 levy archers and then 3 regular archers. Is it? Yeah, 3 regular archers. Melee contingent of 4, just swordsmen really. And that's about it, so let's go for a bit of fast forward action. You can see his archers. I'm really worried about them because, again, they can snipe my general, they can shoot all my low armored units, or they can go heavy shot into my thanes, which would be very annoying. So let's see what's going to happen right now. As you can see, I'm pulling back on my right, and I'm going to try and engage on my left right now. But yeah, my thane's getting focused right now by missiles. This is not ideal for me. Yeah, Thane's taking lots of damage. Armored Spearman, though, gonna get charged by third axes here. Doing the same thing here. Third axes charging into Armored Spearman. Got my javelins ready to shoot at the Frankish cav, so that's really good for me. Gonna send in my Royal Thanes here to engage the Frankish Spearman. He's actually shooting my Royal Thanes here, though. That's great for him. This engagement I've got because third axes against armored spearmen doing some weird things. Here, armored spearmen gonna go down to third. Skola cavalry taking massive damage, as is the Frankish cavalry though, so that's great for me. This engagement here is gonna be won by the Royal Thanes because it's against armored spearmen and Frankish spearmen. Gonna send in a third axeman unit just to make sure. Got this javelin unit protecting my rear against the 2 enemy cav units. Gonna send in this unit through. I'm gonna try and wow, the Skola cav down to 53 and Frankish cav down to 54. Not to mention the damage they have taken. Here I'm making potentially a big mistake though. I don't know why I'm moving up so far. I really shouldn't be in the center. There's no point. I should just be hanging in over here really. That's all I needed to do with my forces in the center. But now I'm gonna catch his Skola cavalry because my horsemen are getting to charge speed. He's very heavy, so I get a nice charge into his unit here. Skola cavalry, rear charge basically. It's gonna take so much damage due to the charge, and now I'm gonna get a charge in here. Or do I? Actually, I still do, despite having a charge order on the next unit, but I should change that order. Here, armored spearmen going down. Frankish spearmen came back from routing apparently. My general is gonna be under attack, and looks like this third axeman gonna end up losing to the armored spearmen, not before doing lots of damage. This one's gonna win. So this is a great engagement for me, these 2 anyway. Here I activated shield wall, but looks like it's gonna be a bit too late, though it's still gonna help, even though they got charged. My cav here has 1 against the Frankish cavalry, so that's great. Horseman's still doing fine. So now my general getting charged here. I did activate shield wall, although not in time. And I need to do brace. I did brace as well, but I don't know why is it not... It doesn't show. It shows shield wall, but not brace on the effect. It's very strange. Frankish cavalry here did beat my horsemen, but it's not a big deal because it's not gonna do very well. On my thanes here, I don't know if they'll beat the swordsmen. I imagine they would, though. Still got more around here. My general, though, not looking so great because of all the cavalry here. Though the third spearmen are doing a great job supporting against the enemy cavalry. The general of Charlemagne might die, though. I've got this third javelin here shooting the rear of the swordsman, doing a great job. Axeman here, looks like this engagement is still taking so long. Wow, but might actually just route the third axeman. Let's see, it's got 7 morale, so I guess so. This one's got like 20. Armor spearman might win there. Now I'm chasing this unit here, also flanking around. In the center, the swordsman though, oh, they're not in shield wall, and I'm not in shield wall either. But yeah, looks like the swordsman might actually beat the Thanes here. But this is the point where Sogek concedes defeat, I believe. So yeah, he was at a disadvantage there because he basically lost most, if not all, of his cavalry. I did too, but yeah, I had the advantage. But not quite sure why he GG'd so quickly though. But anyway, let's see the stats. Royal Companion is not doing so well. Thanes doing alright. Royal Thanes, this one didn't do very well. This one did very well though. First Spearman doing alright. Axemen doing, I mean, trading very well against the armored spearmen though. Like, they've done an insane job against them, considering that those units are just so much more expensive than for the Axemen. So proud of those guys. But yeah, for Sogek, his cavalry didn't do as much as it needed to, honestly, and it got caught on the retreat and such, so yeah. Swordsman traded quite well against my Thanes though, gotta say that, and the archers did surprisingly a lot of damage, considering. But yeah, I'll see you in game 2. This is game 2 of the match against Sogek. Again, I'm Marcia, and he is Charlemagne. Or playing as Charlemagne. Playing as Charlemagne. Which one is actually correct? I'm not sure. I don't know. Would be interesting to know though, because I've been saying both of those a lot. Anyway, for my build, I have Royal Companion General with Brace, supported by 4 horsemen. Up front here, we see 4 Thanes. On the right flank, 2 Third Spearmen, 1 Royal Thane, 1 Third Axeman, and 1 Third Javelinman. On the left flank, 2 Third Spearmen, 1 Royal Thane, 2 Third Axeman, and 1 Third Javelinman. So that's my build. Now for Charlemagne build. We see Guardsman General with Brace. On the left flank, we have 2 Frankish Cavalry with 1 Armored Swordsman and 2 Frankish Spearmen. On the right, we see 2 Frankish Cavalry, 1 Armored Swordsman, and 2 Frankish Spearmen. Skirmisher-wise, we see this Levy Skirmisher on the right flank. It's basically a jab unit. In the center, 4 archers. Let's see the rest of the melee lines. So we have 2 mounted swordsmen, bronze 1, and 2 more armored swordsmen, bronze 1. So lots of heavy swords, and with some decent spears brought into the mix as well. So let's fast forward and see how the engagement starts here. Yeah, this is basically a huge rush from me. Trying to send my Thanes up, but against these archers, yeah, I have to be careful because I don't want his archers to actually shoot me. And I don't know why I'm pushing up in the center right now. This is a mistake. I should not be pushing up in the center, only on the flanks. So he's gonna go up here with the Levy Skirmishers. That's fine. And he's shooting for an Axeman. Alright, don't really care. He's not shooting my Royal Thanes, so that's fine. And actually, the Levy Skirmishers here actually got caught by a Third Spearman, so that's really good for me. Taking out a lot of them. Already a good trade for me. Killed more than 20 and I only lost like 9 men. So good trade so far for me. Center though, again, I'm pushing in the center. This is a huge mistake because my center cannot win. These armored swordsmen and mounted swordsmen will beat my Thanes. At least I believe so. Well, I am shooting with jabs into these armored swordsmen, so maybe not. Gonna form into hoplite wall here on my Third Spearman. Should do better against the Frankish Spearman here. So I've engaged the combat here. Frankish Cavalry gonna go down. Problem is, there's 1 more cav unit, and I don't have Third Axeman and Third Spearman to support. I made the mistake here. This engagement not gonna go so well for me. On the left flank, though, my Axeman got charged by the Frankish Cav, apparently, but I was able to pull out my horsemen just fine. I won on this side against Frankish Cavalry with the First Spearman and a horseman, so that was great. But now here's the problem in the center. My Thanes are gonna get attacked by mounted swordsmen, so that's not gonna go well. I've got my Royal Companion Gen though. Still have this javelin meant to actually fire upon... oh, looks like I'm targeting the general now, though. If I get some nice shots on it, it would be nice. Gonna get a charge here with the horseman into Frankish spearman. Gonna do a lot of damage, and I'm gonna go in with the third spearman into this Frankish cavalry. So this is gonna be good for me, but levy skirmishers here, so I have to go into them with my horseman. He's gonna get a volley off. Looks like he is not doing much damage, but now the jabs should be off the field. Gonna pull out this third spearman here, because the Royal Thane's more than enough to kill the Frankish spearman. Now I have to get rid of this guardsman. And he's gonna shoot the rear of my Royal Companions, but I have them here. I'm using shield wall to make sure that he can't charge me. Had he charged me from this angle, he would be in a lot of trouble. I've won on my left flank fairly nicely, but my Thanes are still in shield wall against his armed swordsman, but not doing so well. As you can see, Thanes here not doing very well at all. I did get a nice charge with the horseman into his archers, though. If I kill them, it will be nice. Here I can't get rid of the archers, though. Still has this cabinet, and he's got these Frankish spearmen and armed swordsmen on this flank, and I've lost my right flank. I've won on the left, though, but this armored swordsman is gonna take a very long time to kill. I should have honestly just like used the cabinet to charge, but it would have been hard because it's entangled with more of my units. This charge, though, is going to destroy my Thanes. I've got my third javelin man on this flank, though, targeting his Frankish cavalry, doing significant damage to it, actually. Down to like 32. Still have this Royal Thane, but it's getting focused, and he's got more cap coming around. His mounted swordsman, oh, he did activate shield wall. Well, I didn't, but he's got 90 men, so I should be able to win that, especially as, yeah, I have a really nice unit. His Frankish cav here against my third javelin. Looks like my third javelin might actually win this engagement, but my horseman taking so long to kill these archers because of the brace. Oh, and now here comes the guardsman, because my unit is not in shield wall. Have turned it around at the last possible second, but the charge just going to destroy my general. But still, I'm winning on the right now. Well, not really, because the armored swordsmen are doing great. But Frankish cavalry here, not doing so well. Oh, I have, looks like my horsemen routed here. But the Thanes are still fighting against the armored swordsmen. I'm winning on the left. I'm still gonna kill these archers eventually, but it's taking way too long. I shouldn't have used the horseman here. I should have just sent the spearman, because this horseman unit would have done so much damage. It could have gone for a rear charge on all these units, and I just didn't time it properly. So now I do it, but it's way too late, and I lost men by pulling through. And yes, this is gonna do lots of damage, but far too late, because now my general is in jeopardy. Yes, I still have Royal Thanes here. Yes, these Royal Thanes are fighting here, and they're doing significant work with third spearman support. But I've lost this engagement, and this is the important one, because if I had this horseman here, maybe I would have done something, but still unlikely against those two units, because it's just a horseman. If it was a Royal Horseman, though, that would be entirely different. But yeah, at this point, not looking very good for me. Let's just zoom in. This Royal Thane is fighting here really hard, even though it's not in, you know, how should I put it? Even though it's not in shield wall, it's still fighting really hard. But yeah, that is game. So as you can see here, third spearman did really well, but the Thanes, the regular Thanes, were just a disappointment. Royal Thanes did fine. Axemen didn't do so well. Skirmishers, eh. Horsemen actually did better, but I mean, they just charged the archers, so yeah, mostly. As for Sogek's army, look at his spearmen doing very well. As did his swords and mounted swordsmen. And archers even did significant damage. His cavalry, again, didn't do well for the most part, except one unit that did it all. But anyway, that's game and match, so hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you next time.